So FM26 is not too far away now, and I've got 10 clubs I think you should look at in your next save. Some with financial difficulties, some need rebuilding back to glory days. Like I said, I've got a list of 10 clubs I think you should look at in FM26. So we're starting off in Italy with Sampdoria. Once the King of Italy, winning the league in 1991 and also getting to a European Cup final. But since then, it's dramatically fallen off. Multiple relegations, a huge amount of debt, loads of chaotic ownerships. Even the president got arrested in 2021. The club spiraled out of control. Players with unpaid wages, managers constantly changing all the time, poor recruitment, no identity, and they even nearly got relegated in 2025 last season to Serie C, their first time ever. The only reason they didn't was by a playoff scandal. They luckily survived to fight another day, and this is one hell of a save to take them back to glory days. Now, staying in Italy, we're looking at Pro Vercelli, who were once a household name in the 1900s, and they were the dominant force in Italy. They won 7 Serie A titles before Inter, Milan or Juve were even a thing. They're based in a small town of 45,000 people. They were built on youth development, tactical innovation, but after World War I, they struggled to get back to the top. And financial struggles took them all the way down to Serie C. Can you take them over and take them back to Serie A and winning a league title? This one's more of a long-term save, but it's still a great save to do. Now on to Sweden, where we're looking at IFK Göteborg, one of Sweden's most successful clubs, lifting the UEFA Cup twice in the 1980s and winning the domestic league 18 times, but the glory days have faded. Financial management, it's the same old story. Poor recruitment, stronger rivals coming up, overtaking them, struggling near the bottom of the league now. Once the giants of Scandinavia football, they had so many legends over there as well, but the battle to rediscover form, identity, like I said, it's the same old story. Can you take them over and take them back to some European glory? Like I said, they got 2 UEFA Cups. Can you take some European glory and domestic titles as well? 18, let's get into 20. So this one in England's a fun one with Wrexham. In the Championship now, they've done back-to-back promotion. You've got 1 season. Can you get promoted to the Premier League in that 1 season? It's a tough one. And next up, we've got Real Zaragoza, an historic Spanish club with 6 Copa del Rey to the name, a Cup Winners' Cup to the name in 1995. A decade of top-flight football, but the 21st century has not been kind to them. Relegations, financial collapse, years stuck in the 2nd division. This proud Spanish club is a forgotten name in La Liga. They got a fan base of 33,000, remains a sleeping giant. The question is, can you take them back to the top flight football, maybe picking up another trophy? And next up is Dynamo Dresden, once the pride of East German football. They got 8 DDR Obliga titles, 2 domestic cups. They had European nights in the 70s and 80s, but the reunification brought financial chaos, mismanagement, plunged down the leagues. There was as low as the 3rd tier. The glory days are way behind them. With the passionate fan base, got a stadium of a 30,000 stadium, remain a sleeping giant, waiting for the chance to rise again. And can you do that? Can you rise them back to the Bundesliga? And can you take them to maybe a league title? This is a tough one because you've got Bayern Munich, but you've got to get them out of the 2nd division, get them back to the Bundesliga and see what you can do. Now off to Portugal, Boavista, the forgotten champions of 2001. They shocked the country by winning the league, breaking the dominance of Porto, Benfica and Sporting. But the dream quickly collapsed. Financial scandals, mismanagement, match fixing case saw them stripped of the status and even relegated by a court order. Since, Boavista have fought to survive. Overshadowed by their city rivals Porto, the Panthers of Portuguese football, Boavista now battle to roar again. And roar again they need to. Can you take them to a league title? That is the aim of this one. Portuguese football is so tough. Benfica, Sporting and Porto are dominant over there, but Boavista, can you get them a legitimate Premier League title? That is the aim for you. And next up is a fun one. It's Man United, and with this one, all you got to do is just win something. It's simple as that. But there's one main thing. You must play with 3 centre-backs. Like I said, this is a fun one. Just win something in Man United playing 3 centre-backs. And next up is Nottingham Forest. Their story is one of football's greatest rises and falls. Under Brian Clough, they shocked the world by winning the league in 1978, called the old First Division. Back-to-back European Cups in 1979 and 1980. But the glory days after that, that was it, gone. Financial troubles, relegations, even spells in the third tier. Now they're back in the Premier League. They're a massive club with some massive history, with loyal support. This fallen giant, what can you do with them? They're in Europe this season in FM26. Can you get them another European trophy at your first attempt? That is the task for you. And next up, we're off to France to their most decorated club, Saint-Étienne. They've won 10 league titles, a golden era in the 60s and 70s. They reached the 1976 European Cup final, losing narrowly to Bayern Munich, but the glory days are well and truly faded. Financial mismanagement is the same story. Poor recruitment. The rivals have got even stronger. Relegated in 2022. They're stuck in League 2. And this is a tough one for them. You've got to get them out. They've got passionate fans, great supporters. But can you get them back to the top tier league and mix it with PSG and pick up a trophy, another league title? Let's make it 11. This is a tough one. This has been 10 rebuild ideas for you guys to have a go at in FM26. Some with financial difficulties, most with financial difficulties, taking them back to the top of their leagues. Thank you for watching. If you've got any clubs I've missed out, or if I should do a part 2, please leave it with a comment below. Thank you for watching. Got so much more coming for FM26, so stay tuned. Leave a like on the video, and I will see you guys in the next one. See you then.